wish I had that much energy. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us for another episode today. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Mama Deb. Hi, guys.
This is really the first time we've sat down all day.
All day, for real.
We had church tonight, and after church, a bunch of the youth piled in over here.
And we had tons of pizza and lots of laughter and games and a big mess, but it's okay.
Gosh, did we ever make a mess?
It's okay.
It was stale pizza too, wasn't it?
It was still pizza, but
We're not going to say who it
cheap.
was.
It was cheap. It spread. It did its job.
We're going to give you a couple of clips of what went down tonight and how packed the house was.
Loved it.
You'll get to see how much we laugh and love to have fun. Check it out. So
Okay.
this is everyone of the youth group. Say hi, guys. Hey! These guys say that.
It's me.
Games and stuff like this. So we're just chilling here right now. Went to Little Caesars. Little Caesars happens to stay open a little later than anything else. So got tons of pizza.
And this is the one who's trying to act like an owl right now. Just pretend to be an owl.
Move my feet at all. Hi guys. Just do it sitting down. You can't. There's no room behind you.
These are chocolate covered right?
Wow, dude.
So
this one? Okay, so while we were showing you guys that clip, my brother and his wife walked through the door and they gave us a wonderful idea of doing a Q&A. So you guys will get to hear a little bit of what's happened in our past and maybe you'll find it interesting.
I don't know about all that, but here
All
we
right,
go.
Laura, so what questions do you have for us?
What were you like in high school?
What was I like in high school? I was lonely. We were homeschooled. Both my brother and I, we were homeschooled. We started being homeschooled after the 5th grade, okay? And after the 5th grade, we really missed our friends.
A lot of activities.
We did have a lot of activities. And that's when we discovered homeschool groups. Guys, if you don't know about homeschool groups in your area, check it out. Jacob and I graduated with a class of about 60 people, I want to say.
It was about 60.
It was a fairly large group of people. We didn't think that you could have friends and be homeschooled at the same time. Mom and Dad did that for us so that we could be sheltered as kids. And looking back now, I'm really grateful that they gave that to us because it kept us from a lot of drugs and alcohol and a lot of really bad things that children that don't need to be exposed to are exposed to in high school.
Yeah. Do I have to answer this question, Laura?
Yes.
But I've been forgiven.
You've been forgiven? I think you should answer.
Well, okay. Okay, everybody knows this anyhow. I remember one time.
Everybody's gonna know it.
Well, I don't know. The biggest things we did was like, the things like sneaking out windows, raiding watermelon patches, and holding seances in cemeteries.
Oh my God!
The minor things. It wasn't anything major. I mean, I can remember one particular night. I can remember one time taking my coronet case and propping open my window in my bedroom so that my mom wouldn't, know that I was going to prop it up so that it'd stay up until I got home. And so I remember staying out till like 4 in the morning. And I remember running back across the park to get in the window, and the coronet case was not propping up the window. So that right there sent an alarm off to me. But all we wanted to do was just hang out, go to football games, and raid watermelon patches, and go over to hang out at people's houses. And
Have seances?
yeah, about that. I wouldn't recommend that to my kids. And yeah,
Don't
just
worry,
make
we're not
sure
gonna do it.
and make sure that you don't get with the wrong crowd, and don't try to be the in crowd, because that didn't always pan out to be the best crowd. Yeah, so that's what I would say.
What other questions do you have for us?
Please say something better.
What is something that you are known for?
Oh gosh. Take it away.
He's known for singing.
Okay, I like to sing. I sing a lot.
Can you give a little?
Can I give a little?
Just a little.
I wouldn't know what to sing.
Just a little.
That's so spot on. I tell you what, guys, I'm not gonna sing tonight, but I will give you guys a preview of a couple of things, and maybe you can bear with us long enough for you guys to hear it. We'll make a special clip just for that.
Awesome singer. Awesome. Plays keyboard, but he's known for his singing. Absolutely
thank
known for
you.
singing. I love your singing.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
There's not one day that goes by that we don't hear singing in this house or music.
Now, what is something you were known for? Because I can just.
If I had something to be known for, it's for being a social butterfly. They say that I love to socialize and I love to be around people. I love people and I talk a lot and I ramble a lot.
Yes, you do.
I talk fast and I just love people. It would have to be that I just love people and I never sleep.
We don't both ever sleep. I work a night job. I work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
And I'm on his schedule and it's terrible.
It's the truth.
And they say I'm very hyperactive and a little OCD.
One thing our whole family is known for is not sleeping regularly.
You don't think I'm OCD though, do you?
Yes.
Never. Hey, he's got
what's
drink.
that?
He's got drink. He's got drink.
I want some of that.
What is this?
What is this? Ha.
What is that?
Wasn't
He's got cotton
expecting that.
candy?
Oh yeah, drop it in there.
I
Oh,
wanna
that
taste
was cool.
it. What is this?
I don't know.
It's Monster.
It's
Monster drink? You drink a Monster drink?
You're gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, that's really good.
Wait, I want it.
That really is good. No kidding.
Don't drink it all.
That really is good.
He said, "Don't drink it all."
We're drinking, and then we have a little hyper. Here we are, a little hyper.
This is why we don't sleep.
This is why we don't sleep. But some people. I think I'm known for my OCD.
OCD, outgoing, super friendly, definitely a people's person.
Children friendly. Absolutely love kids.
She used to be the youth group leader
Yeah.
over at our old church a couple years ago.
Yeah. But you know what? I've done my time. Paid my due.
Yeah, you should.
And now then I just love kids and they could just have fun with me.
Yeah. What other questions do you have for us, Laura?
Okay, has anything funny happened to y'all lately?
Well, my husband got pulled over tonight. But he didn't get a ticket, he only got a warning. You ever been pulled over?
Have I ever been pulled over? Boy.
Now, that's a question, not a question that goes over with the
I
question.
have definitely been pulled over more than once. In fact, I met one of my best buddies in a driving school course for getting a speeding ticket. Now, a couple years ago, I say a couple years ago, just last year, I had several motorcycles. I had about four motorcycles, one of which was a Ducati. I had to get rid of it because I was always getting in trouble. I would cruise at really, really high speeds. I'm not going to say how.
High.
At one
Don't lie, Jordan. Don't lie. Don't lie.
I've hit 190.
You're lying.
I'm not saying I did that on a non-closed course. I'm not going to say when I did it was illegal, but I'm not saying when I did it wasn't illegal. So
You were on a motorcycle, on a Ducati, doing 190.
at one point, but I had a confrontation with a cop, and I say it's a confrontation with no like fist fight or anything. He was really upset. I was driving on this fairly far stretched road, and I saw blue lights. I didn't know it was a cop when I passed him.
He passed you.
No, I passed him. He was driving. He was probably doing about 40 miles an hour, and I passed him like he was sitting still. And by the time I saw his lights in my rear view mirrors, and by the time I had time to pull over and stop, I had already taken all my gear off, gotten off the motorcycle, and saw him coming over the hill. So I just waited for a second. As he got there, I realized it was the sheriff, and I was in big trouble. Now, long story made short, he let me off with a warning, but he scared me to death. I was absolutely petrified.
He should have taken you to jail to teach you a lesson.
That's what he said. He wanted to take me to jail, and he told me next time I ever did that, I was gonna go to jail. And so, yeah, I got rid of my bikes mainly for the reason of my safety. I didn't want to go to jail. I just like to live.
Well, since we're on that subject, how fast is that? Like the fastest you've ever gone in a vehicle? And I'm asking you just to be honest. Don't exaggerate it, but don't take it away. But honestly, is that the fastest you've ever gone in a vehicle?
No.
This is not going to be good when this camera goes off, y'all. This is not going to be good. My stories of speeding aren't nearly that bad. This is the way I get out my tickets. I don't know how you got a warning.
I was just scared out of my mind. He was just merciful. I didn't really have to beg. I was like, I know, I'm sorry. I was on my way to work and I was running late. And he was like, how would your job feel if I took you to jail? I probably wouldn't have a job. He was a cool guy. Thank God he let me off the hook.
Well, is that like you got in tickets, you said you had to go to driving school, then you didn't get to driving school because of a warning. Go back to that ticket thing. How'd you get the ticket?
Well, I mean, I was speeding.
How fast?
I don't remember that ticket.
That ticket.
I mean,
First of all, y'all, number one, he shouldn't have been driving like a maniac to get all these tickets. Number two, obviously he hasn't learned the skills of how not to get tickets. Number one, first thing you gotta do is you gotta cry.
you gotta cry?
I mean, you gotta really cry. I mean, like,
Do you cry?
Laura, do I cry?
She
I
absolutely
will
cries.
cry. I will cry, and I do not cry. No shame in my game. I will cry.
Like real tears? Like you have real tears coming out of your eyes and
The
everything?
Lord knows. The Lord knows. And if that doesn't work, I do tell them that I love them. I have been known to tell a cop I loved him. Yes, I'm ashamed of myself, but it's true. Laura was with me.
I'm a witness to that.
You told a cop you loved him. Why? What was the purpose of that?
Because I was going to get a ticket. And I wasn't even
So
going
how
that
did you
fast.
say it? Did you say, don't give me a ticket, I love you?
No, it was more like, when he said, I was like on the verge of crying. I was like, please, please. I didn't realize I was
Please.
going that fast in a 40. And then he goes, okay, I'm going to let you off this one time, but no more speeding. He gives me this long thing, spiel, and he goes to walk away, and I go, officer, I love you. And I looked at Laura, I was like, oh my God, did I just tell this officer I love you? Oh my goodness, did I just tell this officer I love you? And Laura's like dying laughing. I didn't even realize I did it. So I have been known to literally, I mean, I don't care crying. I'm not above crying, and I'm not above I love you. And it's, it's a woman, that would be kind of weird. But I shouldn't even be telling a guy, nobody that. But I don't even know how to come over me. What did come over me? I don't even know.
I don't know.
But that's about the only times the most I've ever had a ticket for is probably doing, 75 and a 60.
75 and a 60.
Yes. So now, is there any more questions, ma'am, since your brother-in-law is going to be in a whole lot of trouble when he gets...
Hey, you remember that time you ran over a cat?
I've heard of this story. Okay, she ran over a
Was you in the
cat.
car? You were not in the car?
No, I wasn't in the car.
Who was in the car with him? I remember a cat.
I was in the cat with you. I mean, I was in the car with you.
He was in the cat with me. I was in the car, and I really did have a cat. It was a baby kitten. I
No,
started
it
crying.
was a grown-up cat. It was pregnant. You killed
You're
it.
lying. He's lying. He's lying. It was a baby kitten. And I felt so bad I started crying. And I went up the road and I found a police officer. And I pulled in and I told him, I said, officer.
Oh, I was with you. You said, officer.
I said, you need to arrest me or give me a ticket or do something real
She
bad
asked
to me.
for a ticket.
Yes, because I killed a cat. I actually ran over and killed a cat, a baby kitten. And he's like, well, what do you think I should do? I said, I think you should take me to jail.
He said, well, I can take you to jail if you want me to
It was
take you
okay
to
with
jail.
me.
And I said, what are you doing?
It was okay with me. I said, and he said, well, is there anything else you think I should do? I said, I don't know. You're the officer. You tell me what you think you should do. And so he gave me this long talk, and he said, do you think you should go back down there and pick it back up? I was like, no, I shouldn't go back and pick that up. But you should send the city or somebody down there to pick that up. I can block off traffic till y'all get back. And he told us to go home, that he would take care of it. Do you think he did?
Probably not.
Probably not. And I killed somebody's baby. Horrible. Horrible. Thanks for bringing that up, Laura. We're doing perfectly fine without that.
Do you have any more questions
Yeah.
for us tonight?
I think that completes it.
That completes it. Well, guys, thank you for staying tuned if you watched us this long.
Yeah.
We have a lot of crazy, great content coming up. We are just now starting our YouTube channel out. So right now, you get to know a little bit about us before we get to show you a lot of the really cool things. For those of you watching internationally, we're from Mississippi, Central Mississippi exactly.
And we have running water and toilets.
Right. Because we have, right. That's,
Regardless of what you've heard, in Mississippi, we do have running water and toilets.
and tissue paper.
I don't know. We don't always.
We recycle.
But we, regardless of what you've heard, are not that ancient. We have arrived a little bit.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned if you want to see more crazy videos.
Yes, and if you guys have any kind of editing software, apps, or any suggestions you can give us on that, we'd really appreciate it. We're going to get our intro going. Like I said, this is the beginning of our vlogging, and we're looking for a very prosperous, fun time with you guys.
Well, guys, thank you for staying tuned if you've watched it this long. Don't forget to tune in for more episodes.
Yeah, and don't forget, push that like button, subscribe, and right beside the subscribe button, you'll see a little bell. Click that bell so that way you can be notified every time we upload a new video. You'll be notified.
Absolutely. So we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.
God bless.
Have a great day.